POV, Jamaican immigrant parents showing up for a PTA meeting.
Oh, sorry. We did think say the meeting did done already.
Just another case of that old PTA. Oh.
POV,
Yes. If you have immigrant parents, have you ever thought, my parents are so embarrassing. Why do they have to talk that way? Why can't they just learn the language? Why do they even have to dress that way? Have you ever thought that? You have, haven't you? Well, today we're going to talk about being ashamed of your immigrant parents. And there are 5 parts that most people tend to be ashamed of. You know, Dr. D Nice is a I won't even say first generation American because I was born in Jamaica and I came here as young. My kids are first generation American. My parents were Jamaican but I was young. I understood, I kind of acclimated to the culture. And, you know, one of the things that sometimes kids are really ashamed of their parents about is, why do they have to talk that way, right? You know, you go to school, PTA meetings, and your parents you have to be translating for your parents. Your teachers don't really understand what your parents are saying. And maybe even, I know Jamaica is an English speaking language. Sometimes you as a child are the only one in your family that speaks English, and coming to parent teachers night, coming to meet with your principal, your teachers, or anything, you have to be the one translating. And for you, it's absolutely embarrassing. I'm the kid. Why do I have to do this? And let's not have your friends come over to visit with you. Your parents always just wants to talk to them, and your friends don't really even understand them. You're just like, why? I remember when my dad, we were at home and he was saying, yeah, the predators. And I'm like, what are you talking about, Daddy? Daddy, you know, of course. And finally it hit me, he's like, it's predators. They just pronounce words their own way, like from the homeland, from the home country, from the old country. And you're stuck with this parent that is unable to speak English well. The second issue that sometimes is so absolutely embarrassing when you have immigrant parents is the food. You are at school with a full course meal. You got rice and chicken and dumpling if you're Jamaican. It reminds me of a friend when I was in school in Jamaica. We had this friend named Ron. He came to school with this big old dumpling, and all of us, we took it and you was playing it as a ball on the playground. Sorry, Ron, we didn't mean that. That's what happens though. Your immigrant parents, they're sending you off to school with a full course meal. No, this is America. You want Lunchables, you want Crustables, you want peanut butter and jelly, you want pizza, you want to get the school lunch just like everybody else. Increase my processed food intake, please. I don't want anything fresh. I don't want anything home cooked. I need what my other people are eating. And let's not forget about how your hair, your clothes, your skin just smells of curry and spices and all of that, because those are the foods that you're cooking at home, and you're showing up to school just smelling like a straight restaurant. Who wants that? That's embarrassing. Third most embarrassing thing about having immigrant parents is their clothing. They just wear anything. Instead of dressing like traditional Americans, you're in America. They have on saris and hijabs and Clarks and just weird shorts and this native dress. We're American. Can you wear some khakis? Why do you have to show up to school in that? Can you wear khakis? Can you wear a button down? What's going on? It's embarrassing. And don't even talk about their job. You saw the reel there. Sometimes they're the janitor at your school. There may be a taxi driver, Uber driver, showing up to your actual friend's house doing manual labor. Why can't they be a doctor and a lawyer like your friends are? I remember when in Jamaica, my mom was a nurse. She was a midwife. She was a nurse midwife. She delivered babies in the country, Kellets, in the country of way back. Not even car nor run those places sometimes. And she used to deliver babies out there in Jamaica. When she came to the United States, she had to be a nanny before she got her license to work as a nurse. My dad, he was a chief accountant of Mazda in Jamaica. When he came to the United States, he was working in 7-Eleven. People calling him all out his name, Victor. Young kids that he worked with was calling him Victor. I had never heard anybody just call my dad Victor like that. They addressed him by his surname and with a Mr. in front of it. But, here we are with immigrant parents, and they have these menial jobs, and it is so embarrassing. Don't even talk about it. They just don't get it. They understand nothing about American culture. You have to explain prom. You have to explain homecoming. Halloween, forget about it. They don't get it. Nothing is understood. You have to, the television shows, the slang, you just have to keep explaining every single thing to them, and they have no understanding of what's going on. It's embarrassing. Or is it? Listen, if these are the things that you felt and more, it's understandable, slightly. What you need to understand is how much your parents gave up to give you this opportunity. Maybe they didn't even have much in your country. They decided, though, for you that they will come and to the land of opportunity to give you a chance to be all that you can be. And here you are, feeling embarrassed by them, embarrassed by the good food they done cook you to take to school, embarrassed by the clothes that they're wearing, their inability to speak English. Well, take the time to teach them well, or just let them be. You're embarrassed about the job they do, the same job that is putting food on your table and a roof over your head. Don't be embarrassed for your parents. Hold them up on a pedestal. Give them honor. Let them know how much you appreciate the sacrifices they've made to give you this life, to bring you to one of the greatest countries ever, to give you an opportunity to succeed in life. All right. Hey, let me know in the comment section below. I know one time, I can't remember what it was. I think I was just going